work their way into this A site. Already, Qualinoob up in front of the harbor wall. Neon just gets some spam shots. Leviatan have already opened up this game with 2 kills of their own. Koala really the only one with a chance to find a way back in. And as that's ripped away, Leviatan's stack has paid off beautifully.
The wall will fall soon, but great crossfires already established backside for Lev.
3 kills unanswered, and it's going to be bye for a flawless pistol round out from Leviatan.
He's truly unbelievable. It's just a question of how they harness that.
Yeah, they're also just one of the youngest teams we have as well. Neon, Blows, all these guys down here for less than a year. They've already rinsed through Furia in this anti-eco. That's a nice shock dart that Art just barely slips away from. Now both players on pittance of HP. As Spike will jump on in there, finish the deal top performer when they have played Breeze. That's a good shot from him, just doing a little bit of baiting with Spike in the corner. So a quick 1-for-1 to start off the round.
You're happy with that. That's Koala dead. And King even gets one. That's just spamming back down mid. But he's stuck in this corner now, has to fight again.
He might like that corner. The barrel was spotted, although Alum taken down to 19 HP. Still means there's challenges left for Furia. This A main fight aren't going to lock it down, though, and gain some control back into the round.
Yeah, I think that fight was everything. If they lose A main control, he can walk forward and get that information. It suddenly becomes a much more challenging round.
But it's still weird because you've got Alum on no HP playing late through mid. Now Furia bring 2 back onto A, but Sato could certainly work from backside here.
With 2 lower HP players, that Guardian in the hands of the Leviatan players can certainly do some work, as they're basically each taking their own 1-on-3.
What does Sato have? Has to brick the knife, but it doesn't even matter. Nerve is gone. There's only 30 seconds left, so Fury, they want to wait for this lurk to activate, but they can't wait too long. Art just hiding back in main, hoping that this pays off. But it has to be perfect from Alum. On so little HP, he shows himself. 1 bullet is all it's gonna take, and as Sato gets flushed out from the corner, it's now 1-on-2 for Blows this time around. 10 seconds remaining.
10 seconds left.
As he moves on, up isn't looking the right way. 3 kills on the round for Alum, and Furia on the board. Line.
Lev basically has to play retake here on B, but with mid control in their hands and that harbor util saved, it's a good setup for it.
Quick rotates and the drone to try and get a ping on one of these players. That'll open up the spam as the duelist battle goes Furia's way. Qualinoob already with that first strike. And Furia have control of the site. Just King advancing in, and that's a great dart connecting onto Lev's IGL. Gives Furia a little bit more comfort on this site, but still no Spike plant the site, especially for Neon. But first it will be Spike. Over into the corner. First kill goes to Koala again. This time, though, Spike is here. Pushed back by the flash, and it's good follow-up by artzin. Now right through the smoke, Neon just sends it. That was risky. Somehow he's still alive, but his teammates are just getting plucked away. 1 by 1. He's the only guy putting up some kind of a fight here, and even then, he's trying to dash up and over and around. That flank comes online. Alum shuts him out, and it'll be Furia quickly for a third. Right? Does mean it can be baited pretty easily. Neon, though, has found himself into a corner. Sato from top mid as well. This could be a brutal crossfire, especially with that first kill just going to Sato. Who is this guy? Oh my God! Sato is insane. 3 kills on the Sheriff. And Fury have been completely scattered. Alum's still stuck down in mid here. Only barely gonna get out.
Thankfully he lives. artzin has found space for him to go back into towards B, but guns are getting recovered. And artzin has to make a play. Get ahead of this one. He'll walk towards CT, look for this 1-on-1 against Blows. That may decide the round.
We got the follow-up on the last round. This one, he starts it off. And now with that deep position back towards spawn, Leviatan don't want to waste any time. Fast lane is up. Alum right down the middle of it. Swings back in and will fall for 1-on-1. artzin and King. The mines left alive at the end of this round. It was artzin who pulled Furia back into this one. And it's him they'll rely on to see it through. Waiting right on the other side of this wall. King's still looking to hunt him down. He wants this fight right here, but it won't happen. artzin was online. This time, though, really just walking 3 players into the B site. Look at the map. There's still 2 people hanging out in spawn. This is strange.
Yeah, these rotates will be pretty late on in. If Lev just go for a flood, they have an advantage, but that kill in mid changes the game.
Another alert kill for Art. to start off this B post plant. Leviatan pushed behind the wall. One to answer for Neon, who pulls out the blades. Still Nerve, though, waiting back in main. The collection of the flank fully on display. As Neon realizes there's nothing left to play for, he wants to save the up. End up focusing. Last time they tried to go for a flank through elbow and they got cut down.
Chrissy, these scopes are such a problem now in the post plant. As soon as you're flooding in, there's two holding these angles.
Well, that Outlaw trades 1 for 1. The op from above. Leviatan can't even get close enough to fight back. A good recon dart will ping up some players and give Leviatan some kind of hold on site. But there's still post-plant utility able to be thrown down.
One enemy remaining.
And a flank through the wall as well. Nerve and Alum are just cutting through Lev. And King on 5 HP is not long for this world.
Shutting down the Lev retake completely.
Seems like Lev were getting fought before they thought it was even possible. And again, now just peeking out into tunnel. EU has the Outlaw patrolling mid. There's nothing here for you, Lev. You better... No player to trade with him from top mid this time. It's just him against the world. EU not looking the right way, but Koala is there to guide him out safely. No issues.
Yeah, the bodyguard does his job. Spike's gonna jiggle around, but this is exactly what Fury has been looking for. As soon as they have that advantage, cut noise, contact around the map. I've loved how much they're willing to take space without utility on their attack halves across the board. I think they do a really good job of denying that information, making you feel like you have to make that play, and then having these scopes to punish the second that play gets made.
Yeah, Furia's game plan has been really rock solid so far. Bouncing back after losing the opening pistol, and again, patient in their approach, but meticulous at the same time. Sato doesn't stand.
New approach.
Hello, and new approach for Spike as well. This time, he takes down EU, who had an operator of all things, and a Hunter's Fury to follow. Spike not shying away from this, fires off a few bullets, and it's to set up blows on that side. So A main completely in Lev's control.
But mid control has been taking back for Furia. Drone will confirm they're still present. There's no one really in a position to actually re-clear this. Instead, Neon posts, waiting for a B split to come.
Well, when Furia have lost numbers, they've relied on Alum and Art to find some magic. Blocking fire. This time, though, no real... Yeah, tough to break through these double doors, especially because you got Sato playing the high line.
30 seconds left.
Over on bricks. Koala misses the shot. It's a nice little bait to bring him down onto low HP. And Spike will deliver that final blow to the round. Chooses to throw it down. Has some rotates coming in, but they're a little bit delayed. Koala already on site with artzin guarding his shoulder. And now does that flank get stuck through? Sato is choosing to go in on the flank. And it's as a bloodbath opens up on site. Sato is in the right position at the right time to take this Sova down, and he will. So 2-on-1 for Nerve. Leviatan have already seen him back here. Spike has yet to be planted. But if he gets it down, he'll have the pit online if he so chooses.
Neon goes passive though. Both players from Leviatan concerned about a rotation the other way, looking to play this as a 2v1 retake instead.
Yeah, they're going to regroup back into mid most likely. Because at the same time, Nerve wants to hunt forward and find a kill before he plants the spike, but it's just not there.
Despite the low HP, the op is the best tool for this. Hold these deep, passive angles, hope Nerve walks in.
It's a crazy angle for Neon. This time, blows here again to try and hold on to some territory backside.
Again, that high tide used. This forces Lev to try and fight early.
But it's this early fight that goes Furia's way this time. Nerve takes down blows. And now Leviatan try to push themselves back into this site behind the tide. Koala's dodged away from bullets. Will be shut down. Now the rest of Furia split on opposite ends of this wall. Spike goes after it for 3 kills onto the round. No one else finds anything though, so Neon is left alone in a 1-on-2. With an operator of all things. Not an easy task. That first shot needed to connect if he was going to do anything from here. Now suppressed. Backed into the corner. It's a 1-on-1 now. And he wants it again. Neon delivers.
That was so sharp from Neon.
Some damage, but not the kill. Furia taking their time, holding on to all their utility as Leviatan step right on the other side of this wall. It's going to be a forward fight, and I'm not sure if Furia are going to be ready for it. As that dart goes down, Leviatan look for the swing, and they are there, shutting down these early kills, but it's Art again for 3 kills. He is stepping up when his team needs him. Only 2 left alive for Leviatan as Alum shows up as well. These 2 players were the difference makers back in the first half for Furia. And King is now facing down all 3 Furia members. This is the reason why they've been able to find so much success this year already. This time just having the utility to shut down this hit. artzin just gonna mop up some ecos here. He's already been tearing it up on the kill feed, and that's just gonna look a little bit worse now. Leviatan get separated for the time being, and Furia close in.
To be noted, this was a very big buy from Furia. Any more players dropping, and their bonus round starts to look pretty weak. I find that especially interesting, given that I would expect them to want to heavily invest in getting Koala on, maybe seeing someone buy him that Outlaw instead.
Actually choosing to go for the double Outlaws on Furia, and with the assumption that Furia are going to get through this round no problems. That could be a benefit to them, as they do. Alum and Art, a position of Alum is perfect. Covered by the smoke, and now a chance to stab these players in the back. He looks for it, gets it. No one turning around to deal with him until it blows. And now 20 seconds left on the clock. King is flashed up. Leviatan are finding all the kills they need. Somehow, through all of this, with so little time left on the clock, Leviatan win out and get the spike down.
The shock dart's perfect, though. Down goes Neon. And this 2-on-3 has a flank coming. They're still risking this round.
No one's looking at Nerve yet.
Last player standing.
But now, no EU in the equation. And the Spectre for Nerve. Sato turns around. A lot of good it did him. With the upgrade to the Vandal, Nerve needs to isolate these spikes. Spots the head. Can't work that one. Blows will take him down. That drone backs off for now. But that knife didn't actually break it in time. Koala spotted out. Now has to dash on out of there. Neon low and shut out by Art. Art is unstoppable with Alum backing him up as well. Furia now bring 3 more players onto this site. Leviatan need to find some way through the madness here. I mean, it's just wall after wall, smoke after smoke. They can't see a thing.
They have this weird gap to get out of, though. Can try and fight around towards EU back site.
Will they ever suspect B is open? I'm not so sure. As players start stepping into blows. First one goes his way, but it's quickly traded. And now King on 18 health. He's going to have to make that sprint over towards B.
3v1 on this health feels pretty impossible, especially with a snake bite with shock dart still available.
30 seconds left.
He's going to be tasked to go on a mission now, see if he can isolate someone on this Furia squad, but he's choosing to fall away instead.
I think he wants to re-wrap back mid, try and get a pick here.
Sure. Catch the timing as they step into tunnel. EU's holding for it though, not to be fooled.
Get that ultimate online for Neon.
It's a world where some picks in mid could go his way, but certainly not this been Art. Individually end with the util. Now Leviatan. Throw up the fast lane to make it go at things here. EU right in the corner though. No one able to clear him. Furia are just starting to run away with this thing now. Only dropped the... And it pulls Furia off of the B site. See how Leviatan choose to move from here, because it's very strange. King is just inside of the smoke. Absolutely coming up with that on the spot there, as Leviatan have an A site. Now the port over from their Omen brings the spike here as well.
Last player standing.
Nerve gets the 1 kill, but that's just about it. And Qualinoob gonna try and run away and save that operator.
A very chaotic round, but Lev win out within it.
Yeah, that was crazy, because Leviatan, what initially looks like they're selling a fake over on the A site, just turns into a hit
yeah.
with the Omen ult, because you get the opening kills.
And King making that play is just wild. He didn't have any util, I don't think, to just step up into that Harbor Cove mid. But he got 2 kills doing so.
And
Furia on a half buy, but one with an operator still in hand.
Op duel in mid, with Koala jumping out of that smoke. Takes down his counterpart on the other side, and Alum's follow-through is beautiful as well. Complete domination of the mid-space, even EU getting in on the action. Hunter's Fury from afar. That operator back, cut these players down. Sato secures the opener though. EU playing right up on top of that box. In a nice spot, having to break everything on his own. Dodges to the other side of Pillar and is finally shut out of it. So Leviatan dominate this site. The 3 anchors mean nothing in the face of 5.
There's Lev showing us how good they can be when they're the ones taking the initiative. They're great at the team fighting, they're great at trading, but where they're gonna fall apart is when you're the ones making the play into them and punishing them early. Here they got to fight on their own terms. They did it so well towards B, despite the fact that Furia had the right site stacked, despite the fact that Furia read into the play.
Yeah, it seemed like the utility Leviatan largely ignored. Like, they got past the snake bite and shock dart, and then even though they're getting hit by a harbor ulti, they just sort of waited for that one to time out.
Why they're
fight regardless. See how many of these Leviatan players can actually escape, though. Noob has still been holding for now, but side of Spike waiting for him on the other side. And now, quick into the site, goes Neon. No enemy duelists seen behind that wall. Furia regroup on the other side and wait to come back in.
But they still have their wall. They have util to play this retake. Lev want to get ahead of it.
Oh, just a foot spotted, instantly traded. No spike planted. Spike now stuck up on the other side of Orange. Has players on virtually every single side of him. Hunts down forward for this fight on EU and has his 3rd of the round. Spike on an absolute heater here in the 21st. And with more of his teammates falling down, it might be more reliance on him to show up when it matters most. Alum shuts him out. And now it's an even 2-on-2. Sato and Neon pushed back into the corner. Waiting now for this wall to drop. Less and less time to work with. And now Art steps in front of the flash. Art gets it again. He is a madman from beginning to middle to end. Artzin has been the MVP of Bruce. Taking their time. Paranoia comes in. All these players blinded up and they scatter. The stun into the corner as well. Furia are mopping the floor with Leviatan. If you thought in a few rounds back on Breeze, just being in exactly the right spot at the right time, King makes things a little bit more competitive now. Art's out into the open, but he's just gonna mow you down. Art for the end 2 apiece. CU secures that opening kill. And actually, there's an angle on top of that Vise wall. Peek on over that, get another. There's a Neon that slipped down into the corner, but again, it's a mess for Lev.
I do think the losses have a bit of a different feel for Lev, having lost 2 in a row.
Hold on, King is now in a 1-on-2. Getting surrounded on every front, and there you go. I think it was Sato.
So a late re-hit B would be very challenging.
Whoa!
Now it's okay.
That was just hearing the flash, I suppose. Takes a timing on the shot through the smoke. And now, you're left without your dive tool in Spike's Neon.
And there's a judge in A main. You can't walk back there. Where do you go?
That's what I'm saying. This round just comes to a screeching halt. They have to come back B, but because Nerve replaced that, or rather Artzin replaced that utility, they still haven't done that, even though that was the whole plan of going B main at the start.
And look how many players will fast rotate. 2 holding up towards heaven.
30 seconds left.
Now it is just a Sheriff for Art. But Thorn's on the ground, and now King pulls some attention back into mid. Up in front of that utility is Sato, so Leviatan still find a way to work their way into the site. Alum is dancing circles around King. As with just 10 seconds on the board, Leviatan are going to get this spike down. Koala not wasting any time trying to hunt down to the planter. But it's a good hold from Sato. Stop that from having any real effect. Now Alum somehow upgraded into a rifle inside of mid. Now put some pressure down on the flank. Fighting on opposite extremities now. It's just 2 different 1-on-1s. As Leviatan regroup, double back fast B execs. Art is just going to be allowed to disrespect them and not throw down that wall.
Left.
So now, down to the wire, 25 seconds. Leviatan have the Phoenix ult to work with, or they can just run into the site themselves. Ignore B main in its entirety. This attack up from tower as Spike drops straight down onto Art. Gives him a chance. He'll be taken down in the end. Spike should be planted. He tries to creep out, but King's got him held from above.
And there's players already rotating in. It's bad guns, but it could be a good hold.
Flash in. Now the teleport straight on top of the Thorns. Art was waiting for it. With a Steel Garden coming down at the wire. 25 seconds. Sato needed that kill. Without that kill, switching over to the pistols. Leviatan have been slowed down, and the rotates are now coming in from Furia. Rifles back at the ready, but now there's smoke getting in his eyes. Art gets another kill, sending Sato packing. Spike eventually to be planted, but now there's a Viper's Pit in the mix as well. It's a complete chaos on the site. Sato sees it through. As it slows down for a moment, it's Leviatan with 2 kills now. They hold down the line. Spike with his shorty. Creeps ever forward. Here's the rifle dropped. Switches out of the smoke, only to meet his demise. Blows on the other side is dealt with as well. Now it's Furia back in the driver's seat. King in a 1-on-3. He's got time to his advantage. He's got his pit. Has to take his time as the spam rains down. King cannot stay alive. Furia will take it. Heaven vulnerable. Almost catches Spike. Spike is not spotted. Artzin wheels around on him and takes him out. All of a sudden, Blows stepping forward, but it's 10 seconds left. Art and EU alive on this site. They need to stay alive. They need to cut these players down. These two are insane. Neon has no chance left in hell. Get on out.
Lev's going fast here.
Alum's got that judge though, and Spike's got no more legs left for him. Alum's still trying to hunt down these players. Every single player on your screen is flashed up, and Blows is trying to make you go with this yet. It was him in the last round too that picked off a couple players, but there just wasn't time left to work.
It's gotta be King. Look at this reposition.
Yeah, Blows is drawing all the attention. Utility bombarding him on site as King has the catch. Sees one player cross into the site, and King is there for 2 more. Steps back to regroup with his teammate. Not again, Art. Not again, Art! Did in the last round, did it all throughout the last map. And he has been insane so far, not to happen again. To support their duelist. Teleports exchange, Sun comes down and Spike gets it again. That season was perfection as Spike heats up, takes down 2. Now just needs to deal with the birthday boy. He's out so quick. 4! Who are you, Spike? That is nuts. Out of nowhere, 4 kills for the young duelist. Working, saw 1 player. This time it's 3 over an A main. And it doesn't even matter. All right, King. 3 and out, and Art somehow lines up 2. Is limited.
30 seconds left.
And Art has the Steel Garden. Thorns down, popped, and now the Steel Garden in response. Art can't abandon the site. He has to hold on, but he's been pinged up. And knows there's a player up in heaven. artzin shut out by Neon. As King comes in as well. Nerve just with the Sheriff in tow. Is not going to do much at stopping the spike from being planted.
Yeah, it shows the respect that artzin demands there. Having to use the Fade ult just to confirm this. Nerve now. Clears towards King, but the rifle's just better in that.
That shotgun trying to send him back as the rest of Leviatan have charged up into heaven. Alum now dealt with on site. Leviatan have full control over A. Look how far back Fury have been pushed. Now desperately trying to re-clear back into heaven on the timing, but you've got to worry about Neon. On the other side of Rafters, taking his moment for a quick kill and a dive away. The rest of Leviatan all swinging at exactly the right moments to pick up theirs.
And I think that might already be curtains for Furia in this round. Kill might tempt them a bit.
I think Art's already saving. He never left B.
He sticks to his site. The approach to that heaven fight was really good from Leviatan. I love the way that this team is willing to kind of sacrificially send that Phoenix run it back to use it as a distraction for other plays. As he's pathing deep and fighting all the way back into mid, his teammates have just full taken the site. And in that chaos, no one catches that Neon has teleported up Rafters to have that second angle to fight from.
Art just let that Neon fully sprint past him. Except this time they might just go straight through. They realize there's not a Vise Wall here. They know it's the weak hold for now. As they eat up the first burst of Thorns. Flame Wall comes down. Evan, that smoke is a little bit delayed, but the utility really puts artzin under pressure. And now without him in the fight, the rest of Furia try to blast their way in, but Leviatan have all the crossfires held. It is another picture perfect. It's gonna walk into the site. Keeping it quiet behind the rest of them, but Furia with the re-clear will be traded out. Leviatan playing as a pack. Nerve sitting in front of the smoke as well. Sends Sato back, but that's just the ultimate. Phoenix back up again and ready for a fight. And on the A side of the map, King has gone for the long walk through. Furia are already down a player, and if they don't move quickly, this is going to be their demise.
I think he's faster than they could expect.
Yeah, Alum just went for the re-clear in mid, didn't find him. And now Neon's waiting on the high line. And, well, I'm not even sure King is going to matter. Blows takes him out. Before it does, that's so Furia, wow, that's instant from Alum. Just caught Neon going for the jump peek, and it's actually two more players from Furia in mid, pulling these duelists back for a moment. As the quick flood comes down, King alive on site. King again for 3. That is 19 kills for the leader. And Furia sent scattering. You can have answers into macro, you can have answers into any player on Leviatan, just not King. Now, if anyone was going to have that answer, it would be Art. But he's already been simmered down to 71 health. And every single line is held. Sato in a real nice spot, but not really looking for him yet. And these players are low now. It's King for his 20th. Right now, Fury just taking their sweet time. We're really hoping that Lev would overplay somehow, but Lev are playing very reserved here on the buy round. Sato on the deep angle, and a preview of that mid control, that take into B tower. Will slide out from the side, but Sato has steady hands to just eviscerate Fury, keep them one out to take towards vents.
I like that they contact behind that.
Oh, this is dangerous. Spike just steps straight into Alum, while the rest of Lev were looking for the fight back into mid. It's Alum that's been left alone inside vents. 2 kills on the shotgun, and he just holds his space for the time being.
Just blows here. Guardian in hand. To back into sight and make his attempt.
It sees, but that paranoia is wraps on his chance to come away with a miracle. Like this look from Furia.
Planted.
Looking back into mid as Neon collects inside vents. Still though, 45-8.
A little bit of util, and they mostly just contact up behind it. Furia does this a lot, where they're super willing to slowly fight instead of hard committing into you. And it means that you might think it's a weaker side, and you see people dropping into vents, taking risks that you might against a lurker, but you certainly wouldn't want to do.
Split, but a kill on Blows would open up the A side for his team. Can't quite finish the job. Blows was taken out real low, but now Leviatan just right back in the driver's seat. Gonna have to ask a lot of Noob. Getting up inside the smoke, that'll be 1, but no more behind it. Leviatan just have an answer for everything Fury are throwing their way. And now just ignore EU, even trying to seize him and stop him from getting a fight as Spike just full sticks and goes for the defuse. That
Spike planted.
Fury have 2 players waiting for it out here. There is a Vise wall to be primed. Splits up left, but they can just hop over it. Now Sato into the site. Full of confidence with that run it back. That'll be 1 kill for him already. That shotgun online too. And it's EU who's been stuck back in main. That main fight goes Leviatan's way.
Last player standing.
And without Art in this one from Heaven, without that late round security, there is nothing left for Fury to play with.
Sure, I'll call it. Yeah.
One man? He baited,
Yeah.
Two
Pop your thorns, I'm gonna call it.
Wait, he jumped over.
Yeah. Thorns.
It's benefit.
Dink Viper.
Why, Dan? What?
Mark 2.
Elbow, 104, 84 on Viper, 66 on Fade. Last 3, last 2 are lit, 88.
2v3, guys. They're going Heaven now, 2 Heaven.
Well, just 2 left alive for Fury to stay alive in this
player
map.
standing.
And now it's only 1. Alum 1 on 3 will not do the deed. Leviatan take that map fight.
Just playing the full retake back into here, but Furia will want to keep fighting.
That fight keeps working forward, but now 2 duelists line these players up. Nice shot from Neon. Take down Art on the other side, but Alum still holding on to this forward spot. Frenzy is deadly at close range, but swinging into 3-4 players, that could be problems for Alum. Knows there's more and more pressure as he turns away from the flash, but Blows will knock him out of it. Furia really just trying to hunt forward and find something, but it's not going to be there. Leviatan continue that. As again, Neon will teleport away. Alum filters into the space. There was a buy here from Furia, actually, forcing up into this round. 3 stingers, so making with 2 judges Two Guardians, a little bit awkward for Lev at these close ranges too. Furia holding the line for now. Art delivers on the first, but now Leviatan start to work their way in. It is just Nerve. Stuck back in main, that's an early pull on the Astra. How does Nerve play this one? Sato just goes for the half stick. Furia do still have something to play with here, going for that maxed out loss bonus. They can go ahead and buy up onto the shotgun. Alum, though, is not long for this world, as there's plenty of support from Leviatan. Nerve does get his own kill, though, to equalize for just a moment, but Furia still have no clear way back into this round.
So just walking B long, that's a very big pick.
Now they have that solution. Now they have that path to lay down. But still, this judge, though, is that extra problem they hadn't quite dealt with. It was a 1v4 on this side of the map for King. Now it's a 2-on-2 as Leviatan close in. Look how low EU and Art are. Maybe that Molly could give them some territory to plant with, but not to be had. Instantly broken. Furia going for the force up, winning this round would be an absolute miracle for them. Put them right back in the game, but that's just not going to happen.
From Furia.
Furia have done a lot of this disrespect. Oh my word! And they're not going to get away with it. Spike just rips Koala's head off. He's going to say disrespect the utility working in front of it. That's how Alum finds himself here, but the flash catches him at the perfect timing. And now, in a bonus round 4 for Leviatan, they are up 5 players to just 3 on Furia's side.
And the map control's good too. A player walking deep through main, a chance for another one-on-one fight here.
If Blows survives, it's just over. Nerve can't let him have it. Look at the reactions out from Blows. Oh my God, man. Sato for 3, he is up out of the game, I suppose, if you count that round 2 force. But back to trying to control this street area. It hasn't been terribly unsuccessful for them. They've gotten into the space a lot, but it's been the fights afterwards that always go astray. This time, though, Furia hold it down, have the numbers advantage for a moment. Look at that, King! Just snappy with it, finding heads everywhere. Make that a third for the in-game leader. He is having a day.
2 of their players whiff, and King just turns around and does it himself.
It's even better because everyone on Furia was so low HP, but King didn't take that insurance. No, he still took their heads off.
This guy is just so fast.
And there you go. Came up with some solutions to problems. You've got another one, is Sato. Neon also has an operator in play. So Furia trying to work this split over into the A site. Run it back primed. Koala instantly sent packing as Neon covers his teammates back in Art. Spike moves work off his C's, trying to find some kind of miracle for Furia, and that's what it's going to take to win a round like this. Maybe a miracle and then some. Koala works up into the smoke, but Spike had the exact read, and now a wall of Leviatan's own Spike. The center of sight. And I think Sato's trying to hunt it down. He works himself into the site. Someone's going to have to guard that plant because Leviatan are working into the site. The lockdown's destroyed. Neon has his 3rd kill into the round, and it's only Nerve backed into the corner, and Nerve is out. But fast lane to guide Koala into that fight. The stun sends him backwards, and Neon nearly takes a second with it. Spike is there to cover his back as Furia tried to work forward. Every single angle is held from Leviatan. You can't plant the spike, you can't do anything, as now the Hunter's Fury rains down on Furia. The spike left out in the open, no one on Furia. At a certain point, they could buy every round, but nope. Down onto a low one again, and they didn't even use the Nightfall in the last round. He's been sitting on this for a few now. As, hey, maybe the B site's gonna be a better look. I'm not so sure. Fury have traded evenly so far. But Alum can't connect the shot before being taken down himself. Spike left stranded with a nice share of connection from Art. He's going to be the guy to step up.
Now just don't lose the 1v2 to Neon.
Spike planted.
Has the op, has the headhunters. Neon looks and he's down. From EU, by the way. Really trying to hold on to that one as Koala plays off the flash, but he's taken down 2. King lighting up the kill feed. He is right back here for 4. With Sato's ulti. goes for a bit of a walk down in mid, trying to call his team away from this B hit, because Art has so much space.
But they're rotating all the way back now. The question is anyone watching artzin?
Art heard the footsteps. And he's got the shot too. Unfortunately for him, Neon was right on the other side, so now he's going to inform his team. There's an operator on this side of the map. Quick rotates already from Spike. Furia have a 4-on-2 for a moment here. They cannot allow anyone to fall. Neon collects on the first as now the slide comes through. It's just Neon versus the world. These players exceptionally low, and he'll take 3 kills for himself before going down.
Do you expect Sato? He's so fast on this reflank.
Oh, pulling out utility, looking the wrong direction. Shato in exactly the right position.
Tier.
Neon, yep, even has a little extra support from King popping up and over sign for the first kill of the round. And Alum decides better of it.
That's a spam kill onto artzin.
Having the timing there of the lockdown going, then gets the spam trying to catch that player running out of the corner. So already a 5-on-3.
Insult to injury at this point. Cosmic Divide for this retake. You need something desperate for Furia. Some kill early.
Yeah, Furia have to play up in front of this wall. EU still guarding the flank because he's pushed away. It'll be that sight player. Allen won't be the guy. Maybe nerve back sight, but the utility just being lobbed his way is perfection. Leviatan are playing. They have to put the finishing touches on this series first. It's been dominant on the last 2 maps. And whoa, 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 nobody's looking at King. Alum taken down as this mess in mid continues. And Leviatan have found themselves on the plus side of a 4v2. Gonna make them at bay as well. Yeah, it's just, okay, Koala. Maybe not over yet. Rest of Leviatan accelerate into B. It's a double hold on backside. Spike gets shut down. And now with Sato being so low, how do you get these players out of backside? It's gonna have to be perfect shots from blows with his teammates dropping around him. I don't know if he's gonna get the chance. Now it's King and 1-on-2. King does it again. You can't let him get away with it. Leviatan punch their ticket to a fight against MIBR.